We search for meaning in the crown of our achievements, but it's actually found in the cambium, the thin living layer between the roots and the fruit. Meaning is the byproduct of useful work done with the spirit of kindness, whether that's roasting a good batch of coffee or raising kids who know that they are loved. It's the realization that your handwork matters because it feeds the mycorrhiza of the people around you. It's not a destination, it's a texture of the trunk you've built. I'm Nick Walton. I'm a coffee roaster, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a wee farmer, and I can't stop thinking about the invisible scripts that run our lives. You're listening to The Values Sort. This is a field guide to the values that shape the patterns of thinking and behaviors that end up shaping our entire lives. This is essay number 41, Meaning in Life. I am in a time of flux. I am in a time of transition. I am in a time of metamorphosis. When we were all younger, my wife and I started a coffee shop called Chrysalis Coffeehouse. Do you know what a chrysalis is? Maybe you do, but if not, you should, because it's beautiful. Before about 2012, if you would have asked me how a caterpillar became a butterfly, I'd have said something about going into a cocoon maybe, and then maybe one leg grows out into a longer bone. Insects have bones, right? And then maybe the wing sort of webs down from that, and presto-chango, it's a butterfly, or something to that effect. That is not how it works, friends. Moths form cocoons, silk structures into which they envelop themselves and out from which they emerge. A chrysalis, by contrast, is fully the insect itself. The hard outer shell is part of the critter, and on the inside, far from growing into something, it actually changes into something new. Metamorphosis. The whole of the animal liquefies into something magical. It reforms, it reconstitutes, it regrows into a different critter altogether. It's beautiful, and I'll say it again. It's a magical exercise in nature's way. So it goes, we decided, with coffee. We were a metamorphosis point in the life cycle of a coffee bean, taking a hard, barely edible, waxy green coffee bean and, through the application of heat and pressure, transforming it into something palatable, and even more than that, pleasurable. At the time, we also saw ourselves in that imagery. I can look back now and see that we've pretty much always been at the beginning of some new change, some new way. It is the blessing and the curse of being us. I look around and I see that not everyone is so lucky to live this way. As we did business, it became increasingly clear that not everyone knew what a chrysalis was, and certainly not everyone knew the beauty of how they worked. And the name presented more challenges than we had intended. Eventually we changed again, rebranding and becoming something different. So I feel it is going in our lives today. I can feel the winds of change. They have ebbed and they have flowed in our lives often enough that I'm no longer particularly afraid of them, although I know that they almost always bring pain along with new life. I am turning to liquid again. I will not discuss all of these things now. I have revealed some of them already. My children are growing. My business is changing. Things never stay the same for long, and they will continue on that trajectory, I think. The most important thing I do now, the most important thing to me, is this values exercise. It never gets old. I could do it every day. In the beginning, I did the exercise with everyone. I was ravenous. You could not be on my doorstep for long before I'd ask you to do a fun values sort with me. I have my electrician's values. I have my old babysitter's values. I have my friends, sons, girlfriend's values. And I have my former life coach's values. This is what I would like to be doing with the rest of my life. It's not the cards, though. You know that by now. It's my love for people and my belief that we do have this life. We are more than we know, more than we think we are. It's about coming up under the people around me and giving them something, anything, that gives them hope or a little more of a vision for their own futures, for their children's futures. As I write this, as I read it, it feels self-aggrandizing. Oh, that I could be a benefit to others. Who am I to think that I could? But I'm here. I have these cards. I have these ideas. And I'm not losing heart or interest. I'm continually discovering meaning in life. As part of this pursuit, I have begun developing my values tree, which I will describe here again, briefly for your reference. Our lived experiences happen to us, around us, without our command or our request. They are the sun rays and the raindrops falling on our faces, and we cannot control them. We cannot even predict them much of the time. Our responses to those experiences inform our values, which in turn inform our beliefs, which I believe are just crystallized or calcified values. Our beliefs and values inform our vision, the what success looks like, and the mission, the how we're going to do it, of our lives. For me, these things are fluid, more fluid than I'm altogether comfortable with, but here we are. Our mission informs our goals, the things we're trying to see made real. Our goals inform our tasks, and our tasks inform our time management. So, you see, there's a line of continuity between our lived experiences and our time management, the things we do with our hands, think with our minds, say with our mouths. For me, for the purpose of these essays, I see meaning in life in relation to our vision and mission. What are we going to do? I grew up with a vision for the next life. Everything was viewed and filtered by the coming age. And now, I don't know. I literally, honestly, just don't know what to think about the future. I don't know what to think about next week, let alone the split second after my final breath. And as I've said numerous times in the course of this project, we only know this life for sure. We only know we have our next breath, our next minute, our next day. What will we do with them? What does success look like for us? For me, it looks like continuing to dig deeper here, continuing to try to identify what's making this work in my head. It's something about people, it's something about you, it's something about us, and it's something about making tomorrow brighter. We're the only ones who can, you know. It's something about helping people know themselves. This writing project is specifically to help me get to know myself better. I hope people read these. I'm gratified that some people seem to be. I've gotten some positive feedback, which feels nice. I want people's kindnesses. I love them. But ultimately, this is an exploration of my own thoughts surrounding these cards and the ideas they stir up. And ultimately, success looks like you being more mindful of your own values in life, which is nearly impossible to measure. Classic Nicholas, setting unattainable goals informed by an immeasurable mission in life.